Wow, it's been quite the Saturday, and I'm not even talking about basketball. So, yeah, I'll disclose a few things here. I live in the Pacific Northwest, not anywhere real close to Spokane, but I went over to my buddy John's house tonight to watch Gonzaga play. We like watching the Zags play. He went to Gonzaga, and we like watching the Zags play. Well, I get there early. We have a romantic dinner. He and I, just two dudes sharing a bottle of wine, and he made some pasta and get your mind out of the gutter. But anyways, uh, 6 o'clock rolls around local time. Gonzaga is supposed to come on, and there's no Gonzaga game. In fact, the channel that the Zags are on is somehow blocked. And all right, so we watched Tennessee and Texas, then we watched a little bit of Houston and UCF, and then we came back to gave it 15 minutes, came back, and there was no doggone Gonzaga game going on, even though the local thing said Gonzaga plays at 6 on this channel. Whatever. Then I got a text. Old girlfriend. She says, "Hey, I'm down in the cafe." So we have a little condo community here. Um, And all right, so hell, I head down to the cafe with John. We can't watch the game anyways. And there she is sitting with her new boyfriend. This is an old girlfriend. What the hell? Why? Why did you? What's going on? I don't understand what's going on. But we're friends. But and she's the type of person you want to keep in your life. But um, I don't understand why she would text me while she's out on a date with her new boyfriend. We never really even broke up. It was just one of those things, but we're still very friendly. I just don't get to see her naked anymore. But that's whatever it is. But I just got off of this COVID. I lost 20 plus pounds, and you know I'm looking a little bit better than I did. But anyways, there's the new boyfriend, and we kind of awkwardly shake hands. It's like, what on earth are we doing here? So I'm coming off of that little situation, which is kind of strange. Kind of strange. Haven't really been able. I've been watching. We had some games on down at the cafe, but haven't been able to watch any really intently. So all this is going to be new to me. Starting here with Jacksonville and Central Arkansas. So let's go take a look and see how that game played out. And Jacksonville won 79-59. Why would an ex-girlfriend on a date with her new boyfriend call the old boyfriend and ask him to come down and visit with her, knowing, I mean, expecting it, and I mean, setting it up on purpose for all the past. I don't. Very strange. It's this new thing, new age. I'm not so familiar with. So Furman beat Mercer by 30. The line was 5.5. We said 15. So that's another win for the computer. Montana State and Idaho. I mean, to be honest, because she just bought a house in Arizona, and she's back in town for a week, and she's going back to Arizona. And hey, while you're here, but then this dude shows up. Well, he was already there actually, and he seemed to be like as confused as, who's this guy? Well, who's this guy? But so Montana State beat Idaho by 6, which was not what we're looking for out of Montana State. I don't get it, man. Idaho just and Idaho State seem to they're terrible teams. I think their fans would be willing to admit. I think their players would be willing to admit they're terrible. They're like 1-17 and like 2-15, but yet they hang around and do this kind of nonsense. Idaho beat South Dakota State, for crying out loud. How does that happen? I don't get it. Texas Tech and Mississippi State. Texas Tech wins 76-50. Wow, that's a big number. And of course, we had Mississippi State as dog. 7.5 was the line. So that's a loss for the computer. And we go 3-2 on that string. I see we didn't do this string. Oh, because we didn't get SIU, Edwardsville, and Southeast Missouri State. Let's take care of that now. Okay, so Southeast Missouri State, 85-77. So that was a money line play that we were hoping to get, but we did not get. And we lost the straight up play. And I went 3-2 on this string. So let's just reset everything here. 49 wins, 33 losses so far, right at 60%, and we got the 9 money line wins. That we've recorded them all. They were all legit. I can prove them. Texas Southern and Prairie View A&M. Texas Southern 75-4. Ooh. Yeah, we thought this would be a 15-point victory, but we're at Prairie View, so you got to give it up for the home court sometimes. Not every time, only sometimes. And you never know when. Vanderbilt and Georgia. 85-77. Vandy. The line was 8.5. We said it'd be 12, and they won by 8. So that half point got us. And we can bitch and moan about that half point, but Kentucky and Kansas. I saw some highlights. It looked like Kentucky won. I'm not positive. Kansas at home laying 4.5, but the computer said Kentucky's going to win. Let's see what happened here. 80-62 Kentucky. Wow, that's massive. That is a massive victory for Kentucky. That is an amazing victory. Also a money line win and a straight up win for us as well. So let's highlight this as a money line and come down here. Now, that says Kentucky. It only says Furman because I copied and paste. I didn't copy and Control V paste. So that is Kentucky. So let's try this again with our money line. And we want to Control Alt paste. What's going on? Get out of here. There we go. All right, so let's go grab our 10th money line victory of the night. 10th. Pardon me. So money line is we're betting the underdog to win the game. That's how the money line works, and you get paid a higher return when it happens. Now it's not a 2-for-1 like this straight up play here. We paid $100, we won $200. And a money line, they'll tell you what it is. Like it could be 115, it could be 130, it could be 150, it could be $1,200. So for every $100 you bet, you will win 115 back or 130 or whatever. Every game's different. And we're just counting them as money line victories. We haven't been doing the actual amount. because we're not even showing how the actual amount that we're Notre Dame and Virginia, and we got Notre Dame winning, and 3.5 is the line, and the score was Notre Dame 69-65, and we had Virginia, so we said it'd be a 2-point victory, and it was really a 4-point victory, so we're on the wrong end of that. I mean, that's just how thin the it's just a razor's edge margin that we're dealing with here. 3.5 was the line. We said they win by 2. That half point got us right here. So that's a loss. Princeton and Yale. Yale wins 80-74. So that's another loss. We had Princeton. So we go 1-4 this string, which is awful. That is awful. See if we can't start making things up here. Rutgers and Nebraska. 63-61 Rutgers. So I don't think that's going to work for us. 2.5 was the line. They only won by 2. We had Rutgers as the favorite, which is the bad play by a half a point. And again, if I was to complain about every time I lost by half a point, I would celebrate every time I won by half a point. And it's funny how you don't look for those. 57-50 Connecticut over DePaul. So 8.5 was the line. It was only 7. Boy, we're running into some bad luck here. So that's a loss. So here's another money line opportunity. Albany away versus NJIT. Albany won 64-53. So that's another money line win for us. The underdog won the game. So it's like money line win or loss. It's how things are going right now. Let's go update this manually. We now have 11 money line victories today. I mean, I'll take them. I just want more straight up victories like this. Florida Gulf Coast and Bellarmine. I'd have to see it. I'd have to hear someone pronounce it. 63-74 Bellarmine wins. So that is a loss for the computer. I'm going to go with Bellarmine. There's just a high school in this area named Bellarmine Prep. Spelled the same way, but pronounced Bellarmine. I've heard there's a high school in Northern California where Dan Fouts went named Bellarmine. I don't know which is right. I don't know which one applies to this particular team. USC 79-72. Wow, taking it on the chin here. Just a 7-point victory. We had USC winning by 20. Well, 1-4 is 1-4. And when you have back to back, it's 2-8. It's 20% winning percentage. That's not what we're here for. Charlotte in Old Dominion with a money line opportunity here. Let's see here. Charlotte 52-68. So we lose everything here. Absolutely everything. And the computer is officially cold. Frigid cold. Hofstra and UNC Wilmington, it's a 4.5 line. We see Hofstra covers. What happened? They lost 72-78. Yeah, with that top line number, we're hitting it, but this is still proven to be a problem. So that is 4 losses in a row. Not good. Liberty and Jacksonville State at Liberty. and it's 5.5 is the line. Liberty loses by 10. Wow. 67-77. Just really, really awful. 5 losses in a row. Not good. Wofford, who you can't trust, and UNC Greensboro, who I do think is good, but only a half point razor's edge margin here. I don't have a good feeling about this. Let's go confirm or deny. Well, Wofford won 85-66. Oops. It's an 85. It's a win and cover. Finally, good Lord. We finally got one to go our way. It was one I wasn't really even counting on. South Alabama and Troy, just a 1.5. We think South Alabama wins by 9 on the road. South Alabama 68-77. Of course. Of course. We have more than one win in a row. Another 1-4. I mean, that's 3 1-4s in a row. Let's take a look and see how bad it is. Okay, we're down to 53%, 52 wins, 45 losses, 53% with the 11 money line victories. Is that right? Seems like it should be worse than that. 52 and 45. We go down to 110. And we go down to 111. We missed a whole string here. 2 and 3. Not helpful. 0 and 4. 5 and 0. 4 and 1. 3 and 2. 2 and 3. 4 and 1. 3 and 2. 3 and 2. 1 and 4. 1 and 4. 1 and 4. And we're not up to 110 yet. So, man, these are right. 54 wins, 48 losses, 53%. Disheartening. A little bit. San Francisco and Santa Clara. 7.5 is the line. We think that San Francisco is only going to win by 5. And it was 88-85 San Francisco. So the dog was the play. West Coast Conference is going to be interesting this year. These two teams are much improved, particularly this one. San Francisco is much improved, but you got Gonzaga, BYU, and St. Mary's already. Could there be 3 at-large bids in the big tournament? I don't know. San Francisco looking at you. You might be the odd man out. Next game is UAB against Marshall, 8.5. We said be a 23-point victory, road victory for UAB, and it was a loss for UAB, 81. Oops, 84. So we're back to our losing ways here. And that's not good. San Diego in a money line situation here. Loyola Marymount was favored. We think San Diego is going to win the game. Let's see what happened. San Diego did win the game, 69-65. Oh, exactly as the predicted score, right on the nose. In fact, I got to share this. Let's share this. So let's stop this share. And let's pick up a new share. And let's go here to CBS Sports. And there it is, 69-65, San Diego over LMU. We'll stop that share and pick up a new share and go back to our Google Doc. Where we had it exactly 69-65. No extra credit, nothing. Just tells me that the computer has figured out these two teams. So there's that. So let's go find our money line format. Shouldn't have to look too far. Apply it down here. Copy and we'll paste. And we'll update manually. That is number 12. Number 12 money line victory today. Number 12. We've 12 of them, folks. They're out there. They're out there to be had. Robert Morris and Green Bay. Robert Morris won 62-60. The line was 4.5, and we took the dog. So that's a good play for us. Alabama State and Bethune-Cookman. And I got to go look them up. Alabama State. 79-73 Alabama State wins. The line was 3.5. They won by 6. So, thank goodness we get a 4-1 situation here. Finally, wow, we needed it. We needed that 4-1. $58-49, 54%. Got the 12 money line plays. Fullerton and Riverside, another money line situation. We want Fullerton to win. CBS does this thing. It drives me crazy. Final score, and they list the two teams, but they don't list the score. They do it all the time. So Riverside won 67-54. So that's a loss. Missouri State in Evansville, and both ESPN, or not ESPN, but Vegas and the computer agree this should be a rout. Missouri State and Evansville. It was 72-58. Again, right on that top line number. Missed this by 6, 14 points. They didn't cover. Folks, you can be good or you can be lucky, but you can't be good and lucky, I guess. Because here we're good and we're very lucky. Louisiana, Georgia Southern. Damn it. Did it again. CBS Sports. No, they just don't report the score. I mean, it's your job, man. It's your job. Oops. Louisiana, Georgia Southern. So Georgia Southern wins 66-65. And we had the dog, so that's a good play for us. Houston and UCF, 6.5 was the line. We felt it'd be a 22-point victory for Houston. And it was 63-49. UCF's a good quality program. Houston's that good, folks. So that's a win for the computer. Northern Colorado and Idaho State. Now, if you do it to me again, Idaho, and I mean Idaho in terms of the whole damn state. I don't know what I'm going to. Oh, it's postponed. Okay, so you're off the hook. Let's go find one of these postponed games. So we go 2-2 on this string. Nichols and Houston Baptist. There it again. CBS, what is going on with you? It's another one of these where they got the two teams. They say it's a final, but they don't tell you what the damn score is. They have one job, and they can't seem to get it done. 73-61, McNeese. 8.5 was the line, and we won by 12, so that's a good call. Just crazy, man. Forget ESPN. There's just no even thinking about getting on ESPN on a Saturday because they got to have your highlights and they got to have the coaches and got to have all their ads. Then they have all the scores, and it's too much data. It just locks up, and it's only been this way for, I don't know, 10 years now. But they don't. If they cared, they would fix it, but they don't care, so they don't fix it. So St. Mary's and Pepperdine 81-57, which was it's 20.5. We said 25, and they won by 24. Win and cover for St. Mary's. Tulsa in South Florida. Tulsa wins 76-45. So 5.5 was the line. They won by a lot more than that. So a loss for the computer. Texas and Tennessee. Texas laying 3.5 to visiting Tennessee. I saw part of this game, and it was Texas 52-51. So they did not cover, which means the dog is the play, which means that's a win for us. Tarleton and UT Rio Grande Valley. Tarleton wins 79-64. 1.5 was the line. They obviously won by more than that. 4-1 on this string. Kansas City and Omaha. 5.5 was the line. We said 15. And they did it again. The damn CBS Sports did it again. So I don't know if they're UMKC. They are. Oh, God. Omaha won. And you're not going to hear that very often this year. Omaha won 69-68. How dare you, Omaha? How dare you? That's a loss. Wake Forest and Syracuse. We have this as a money line. It was Syracuse laying 0.5 point. Wake Forest is clearly the better team. And Syracuse won 94-72. So Syracuse or Wake is clearly not the favorite, not the better team. Home court advantage rearing its ugly head right there. And a good game going. Why fight it? Let's just lose. What's in it for us if we win? Well, how about pride, Wake Forest? Don't you have any pride? Don't you want to show up and represent yourself and your school and your fans, with a little bit of dignity? This is not doing that. This is quite the opposite. But, hey, listen, I'm a 20-year-old athlete at the peak of my athletic abilities. I cannot be expected to get on a plane and fly to Syracuse, New York, and perform. I don't know what you think we're capable. We're just people. Oh yeah, Wake. The last game you played was probably 3 days ago. Why are you so tired? Why are you so tired? It drives me nuts. I don't get why this happens in college basketball. Wake Forest is a much better team, but they just laid down. There's no excuse for this. This is bad coaching. This is bad players. This is just bad. It's just bad. It's bad for the game. It's bad for everybody. Nobody wins here except Syracuse, who gets to throttle a team that's way better than they are. All right, Tennessee Tech and Austin Peay. I got Tennessee Tech dialed up, and I'm not speaking the right code, I guess. Here's Austin Peay, and God damn it, another. Look, I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Stop this share. We're going to go into CBS Sports. And this is what I'm talking about. Austin Peay and Texas Tech, it's a final, but there's no score. This is like the 17th time today that they've done this. It's just ridiculous. How can you be your CBS Sports, man? God, it's just atrocious. It's awful. It's ridiculous. But your light years better than ESPN is. We're talking about some pretty major networks here. So Fox, please bail us out. Tennessee Tech and Austin Peay. Good Lord. 55, Tennessee Tech 55, Austin Peay 58. The lengths you got to go to just to get a score is ridiculous. In this day and age, nothing works anymore. I need to stop complaining, but this stuff drives me just completely batshit crazy. All right. Texas A&M and South Carolina. Do I bother with you, CBS Sports? Texas Tech 63, South Carolina 74. They're at home too. They were at home. Well, not feeling it today, Coach. Just going to mail it in. South Carolina, half the team we are, but yeah, not feeling it, Coach. UC Irvine and Cal Poly. Irvine 72-48. 13 points, 13 and a half was the line. We said 15, and it was 24. I bet they don't do this stuff during tournament time. Texas A&M, no effort. Texas A&M, no effort. Wake Forest, no effort. UMKC. I bet you don't do that when the chips are down. Why are you doing it now? All right, that string we went 2 and 3, and it's because of these lazy asses. Montana and Eastern Washington, 5.5. We took the dog here. We said it's only going to be a 3-point Montana victory. And it was 61-59 Montana. So the dog was the play. I just can't get over the level of effort. Wake Forest is so much better than Syracuse. But oh my God, I got to get on a plane and travel. Oh God. You know, yeah, after 3 days rest. UTEP, they did it again. CBS, you're terrible. 79-68 UTEP. So this was a 5.5 spread. We took the dog. We should have taken the favorite, but we didn't. So that's bad on us. Grand Canyon in New Mexico State, we have this as a money line opportunity. Let's go to, yeah, they did it again. They did three games in a row. CBS Sports just didn't report the score. So Grand Canyon 61-71. We got Grand Canyon. What were we thinking? That's a loss. Gonzaga and Portland 31.5 is the line. We say 35. I don't know why, but I'm going to try CBS Sports. 104 to 72. I'll let it go. Got it by half a point. Ooh. Gonzaga's been very reliable, even with these large, spreads. That is a good indication of how Gonzaga's been all year long. Just eking out, just getting over the line there. So we're happy with the Zags. BYU and Pacific. This can't be. This cannot be. I have to try someone else here. It says Pacific's beating BYU. And there's 6 seconds left, and Pacific is beating BYU. Wow. 70 to 76 with 6 seconds left. Wow. UCLA and Stanford. That's a final, 66-43 UCLA. The line was 12.5. We said 15, and it ended up being 23. Money line opportunity, Bakersfield over UC San Diego. And CBS doesn't even have this thing tipped yet. Minute 37, a minute 36 left, which means it's probably over. Minute 2 left. San Diego 79-68. So that's not going to break our way. Oregon State. So I'm just relying on Fox Sports now, just because I just can't handle. I can't handle stupidity. Is what it really comes down to. Oregon 76-53. But there's still time left on the clock. There's 3:49 left on the clock. Stephen F. and Cal Baptist. 6.5 minutes left, 63-60, Stephen F. Utah State and Nevada. I have a feeling we're going to. Oh my goodness. Utah State 76-46. Correction, 76-44. Wow, Nevada. That is, and you're at home. Yeah. I just can't account for that. And the final game of the evening, Weber State and Sacramento. Weber, it is a final, 79-59. It's a 20-point victory for Weber. We can count this one. So we have a number of games still in progress that all these ones highlighted yellow. We're gonna bounce back in and check. Obviously, we're not going to win this game. It is a final. Pacific beat BYU. Unbelievable. 76-73. BYU is capable of laying huge eggs. This was a huge egg. There is no commitment to winning at Pacific. Okay, for as many years I've covered college basketball, Pacific has never had a decent team. This might be the biggest victory in Pacific basketball history tonight. And that's not an understatement. That's just how the state of affairs at Pacific. They've never been good. There's no desire to be good. They're just along for the revenue. But yet, I guess if you play enough games, you're gonna find a nut here Pacific at home. Bakersfield and UC San Diego. 35 seconds left. 70. Bakersfield 70 to 79. Oregon State. Three minutes 49, 76-55, Oregon. And let's try Stephen F. and Cal Baptist. .505 left there. 3-point game. So it looks like this is how we are going to play out. We're going to be north of 50%. We're going to get 12 money line wins. Not fantastic, but again, when it comes to neutral court time, this is when this is all gonna change. The home court advantage is such a big force, and I'm not doing anything to counter it. And I think I've explained it. I'll explain it one more time. I've done a study where I've given the home team 5 points, and then I gave them 8 points, and ran them for many nights. And what I'm trying to do is flip these games to prove that home court advantage. I could put a number on it. Well, it flipped a bunch of games, but it flipped them bad as many as they flipped good. So I can't come up with a prediction like right up here and then arbitrarily assign a number to it that I can't scientifically prove and then have the prediction go south. I would not be able to live with myself. I had it, and then I arbitrarily gave it away. Now, if it worked for me the other way, that's fine. I still don't think it's been scientifically proven. So I'm staying away from the whole thing. I'm just doing I'll prove this to you. Here's HCA. This is the bigger string, average offense, average defense adjustment. I do this OPR divided by OPR. I do a little trick here with the scores, which is why the top line number is always right on and the bottom line number is not. Somewhere in here, I need to finesse this. But here's HCA, stands for, guess what? Home court advantage, 0-0. I don't do it. There's a spot for me to do it, but I don't do it. And the reason is because I can't scientifically prove it. So I'm not going to mess with it. So I'm going to be at 54%, 52%, 57% on big nights like tonight. And, Friday night, 18 games. We split them down the middle. I'm going to do this for the non-conference and conference season. But when we get to neutral court, that's when things are going to change. That's when I'm going to have the upper hand because, you got two teams. They played one game at Team A and the other team, they played the other game at Team B. And this is going to kind of neutralize both outcomes to the point where if Team A won at Team B, but then Team B lost at Team A, which is oftentimes the case, it's just going to neutralize it. And what we're going to be left with is how good are you? How good are you? How good's your opponent? How many did you score? How many did you allow? And then you're going to see this percentage go up and up and up. And that is how it's going to work. This, I can promise you, because I've done it for many years. All right, Bakersfield and San Diego. Come on. There we go. Minute, I can't go by the clock on um, CBS Sports. So let's go check out Fox. And it's a final. San Diego wins 83-75. So that is a loss. This is looking good. Let's check out Oregon State. Minute 12 left, 78-56. How can that be? Let's try that again. Yeah, that's what it says, 78-56. So somehow Oregon State lost points. Stephen F. and Cal Baptist is just bouncing between different websites. 344, 69, 68, Stephen F. This game, I've been to many of these Nevada games, and I'm just going to tell you the crowd's not happy right now. It's a final 78-49 Utah State. Not happy crowd. Not happy. In fact, this whole season for Nevada has not been great. Oh, look, it was a money line too. Okay, so let's grab us a money line. Yeah, Nevada was actually favored in this game. Well, they're at home. They're not bad. Utah State's not great. How do you get 78-49? What kind of effort, Nevada, at home, do you have to put up to get 49 points against Utah State? Does that make sense to anybody? It makes sense to me. Okay, so we got these 2 games left. This is it for the night for all 100+ games tonight. In fact, there were 127 games today. I get these 2 scores done. We'll get them in, and we'll start setting up Sunday. And I'll do a pregame that we'll talk about the lines and the predicted score prior to tip, and then we'll come back and we'll do what we've been doing here today, just doing some in-game updates. Oh, it's a final now. 78-56 Oregon. Okay, so that's a final. 12.5 is line. 22 is the final outcome. We just have this one game left, Stephen F. Austin and Cal Baptist. There's a minute 49 left. Cal Baptist now takes the lead. It's now 71-72. Minute 49. And we'll just camp here. And we'll talk about whatever. But I can tell you we're 3-1 right now. So let's go take a look and see. With one game left to play, 72 victories, 59 defeats, 50 right at 55% with the 12 money line wins. Bringing the season total to 431 to 390, 52.5%, 63 money line wins. So no one's making money here, but people are making money here potentially. $72 all now with a minute 49 left. That's how it's going to turn out. I got a lot of games to enter. Point and a half is the line here, so I guess it's worth sticking around. Um, just, the 20-minute TV timeouts are sometimes a little much. And we'll see if ESPN can report. They are the most timely, but they just don't report. There we go. They say minute 33, Stephen F. 73-72. Now the score is about to change. So 75-72, which is what we want to see. And hey, how about that? ESPN is working finally. So yeah, so she calls me and hey, I'll be down in the cafe tonight. And I get down there and some other dude down there with her. And I'm like, yeah, what's going on here? 77-72 with a minute 6 left. Very strange. And we're friends, but we were more than friends. And, it's nice to have friends and all that. But it's nice to have more than friends. And you get the phone call and you're thinking, oh, I got the apartment kind of picked up. I'm a single guy, I live here by myself. Yeah, she'll understand if there's pants on the floor, whatever. Things not put away. Maybe I haven't touched the dishes in a day or two. Whatever. She'll understand. But we didn't make it that far. It's just perplexing. Like, what was my role here tonight? Why did you call me? If you're gonna have another guy down here, really strange. But she's just one of those gals that you just can't help but like. She's just a happy person. She wants everyone in her life to be happy, and I guess that means her current boyfriend and her old boyfriend need to be happy. But anyways, it's very strange. Very strange. I don't know if she sent us some kind of message. I don't know. I don't get women, I guess. Although I'm surrounded by them. Sometimes I just don't get them. And we haven't moved. There's 52 seconds left. 77-72, Stephen F. Austin. And Cal Baptist made a free throw, according to ESPN. But it hasn't updated the score, or it has updated the score, and I'm just now reading that. Don't know. Less than a minute. I'm just vamping. 77-74. Oh, they did make 2 free throws, and I missed them. So 3-point game, the point and a half being the line. And 27 seconds left now, so just bear with me. Hey, how about that crypto? Oh, it's still in the tank. Wow, what a surprise. Everything's still in the tank. Everything is still in, nothing's shooting up, nothing's firing up. There's no excitement at all. Everything's still, a little bit, but everything's still in the tank. Well, there's a little action right there. Maybe I should start a crypto channel. I got a little bit of money in crypto. I have a feeling that the rug is going to get pulled out from all of us, though. All right, still 27 seconds left. 77-74 is the current score. Someone from SFA made a free throw. And it is now 79-74, 27 seconds left. So this is looking like it's going to go our way. But you can't count your chickens until they're hatched. 14 seconds left, 79-77. Ooh. Cal Baptist made a 3-point shot. But we're still good. We still have half a point here to play with. 13 seconds left, and there's a timeout. So I got to think of other stuff to talk about. After all these 120 plus games, we're just waiting on half a point to either disappear or increase. And there's a timeout, which means they're at commercial. I don't know. Is Stephen F. Austin Cal Baptist even televised? It's on, it doesn't say, it says ESPN Plus, whatever that is. Is that on the internet? They have ads on the internet, do they? Can we just stop the clock and do the foul thing? I mean, I would end this thing, but 13 seconds is left. It's a 2-point margin in a 1.5 point line. So we're just going to keep it here. We're just going to keep it here. 11 seconds left. Anyways, it was good to see her because she is a really attractive gal. And it's nice that she called me. You know, that's always a good thing. But I called her. See, she bought a place in Arizona, and she's been down there flipping it. That's what she does. She buys houses and she flips them, invests in them, and then resells them. But she's back in town for a week, but she's dragging this guy around. And I'm like, oh, who's this guy? But he came with her, so I don't know, man. It's very strange. But I got a nice big hug, and she looked terrific, and I look better because I lost some weight during COVID. Not that I was a huge mess to begin with, but you know, I'm wearing clothes I haven't worn in a while, and it feels good. It feels good to be a little lighter on my feet, and I hope to keep it that way. I've been trying to do my best. Went through hell to get here, so why not maintain what I got going here? It's nice when people go, hey, man, you look great. 80-77, Stephen F., 11 seconds left. So there was a free throw in there somewhere. $81-77. So the pot just keeps getting sweetened. And let's see what Cal Baptist has to throw at Stephen F. Austin here. You know, what I should be doing is talking about how the computer works. I could do that, but it's the end of the second half, and it's 81-77. Final score, Stephen F. wins. Okay, so for the final tally of the evening, with the 4-1 string there, computer goes 73-59, 55% with 12 money line plays. That's it, everybody. I'll be entering these scores and getting ready for Sunday. And let's see what first tip is on Sunday. Tomorrow. Looks like Cornell and Brown. Give me a time. 8 a.m. Wow, that's here on the West Coast, 8 a.m. So I got to get to work. So hey, thanks for checking in, folks. Appreciate it. We'll catch you again next time. And before we sign off, remember 73 wins, 59 losses. This is against the Vegas spread. Computer predicted there's no human oversight. And, is it good? It's not great. It's not awful. It's not great. It's kind of mediocre, but we haven't hit neutral court land yet. And when that happens, I hope you're listening. But thanks for tonight. We'll see you later.